Sapphire Blue here, and I thought I would tell you something crazy. And guess what that is? It's that we know who A is! If you haven't watched the latest episode of Pretty Little Liars, I suggest you stop watching this video now, because I'm going to be talking a lot about the episode that premiered on Tuesday. So I'm not going to edit this video because I like the way on camera I can see how much I've said. And also, I just want this to be a video of me just talking to you guys, you know? So, I'm just going to say that the episode was like... But I know a lot of people were very disappointed with the A reveal. And I wasn't disappointed. I loved it. And there's going to be a season and a half more, and the 5 years forward thing, and at the end of the episode, we saw that Allison is married. Like, who was she married to? I know it's probably pretty obvious who she's married to. Mrs. Rowlands? So Mr. Rowlands? Who's Mr. Rowlands? I don't know, okay? I'm stupid. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe we don't know who Mr. Rowlands is, but... Okay, I don't know if you guys can even see that green dot. Just ignore it. So, I'm thinking there's another A out there. Like, let's face it, Cece can't be the only A. And Sarah Harvey also can't be the only A. So, I'm wondering, who might the other A be? I think there is another A. I mean, Cece and Sarah, let's face it. Not all of the clues pointed to those two. I'm not saying it's impossible, but before the episode premiered, I watched a lot of theories about Arya being A, and I noticed there's a lot of clues pointing to Arya as A. Like, let's see, there's just so many. Oh, here's a good one. You know that family photo we saw in Arya's room that A made? Notice how Arya had blonde hair. A lot of people are saying it's Mike, but I don't think it's Mike. That might be a way to point to saying Arya has another side to her. There was also... When she was in the dark room, she found some pink hair dye. Later that day, she was on the phone with, I think it was Spencer. And Spencer, whoever was, Emily maybe? Or was it Hannah? They said, Arya, what did you do with the hair dye? And she avoided the question. And then we see A using the hair dye to make a miniature Arya doll. Another Arya doll thing is that Arya found this doll. One side of it had like blonde hair. The other side was the Arya. Could this mean that Arya has a double personality disorder? That's what I believe. I believe that one of her personalities is A. If you ask me. So, what did you guys think about that whole Arya is A thing? I know a lot of people think Ren might be A. But in my opinion, I think that would be too obvious. It's definitely a possibility, but for me it seems too obvious. Another idea about who A is I'm thinking maybe Hannah is A. She would make a great A. I mean, she's obviously smarter than she lets on, and when in season 3, she left a note under Garrett's mom's bracelet, and she was forging his handwriting or printing or whatever. So clearly she might do that all the time. So yeah, that's my A theories. So let's talk about the episode. I thought it was absolutely crazy. I mean, Cece is Charlotte. Charlotte is Charles. Charles is A. I didn't think she'd be transgender. This whole time she acts really feminine, and I thought that was just her personality. But that's because she was a boy who wanted to be girls, though. And also, we had that whole thing with Mona, where after a while she's just like, I killed Bethany because she thought Bethany was Allison. But Allison did get hit in the head because Cece thought Allison was Bethany, so she hit her in the back of the head. And so, yeah. And also, I don't think that the thing that happened with Mrs. Kavanaugh was the truth. Because they say Bethany pushed her off when she was a kid. And Charles was also a kid. But we see Allison and Toby with Mrs. Kavanaugh when they're teenagers. So I think Charlotte lied about Mrs. Kavanaugh's death, who pushed her. Maybe it was a suicide. I don't know. But why would she want to lie? Maybe she did push her off. That's what I'm thinking. I think Charlotte did push Mrs. Kavanaugh off the roof. What am I doing? Push Mrs. Kavanaugh off the roof. So, I don't know where to go next. The episode was all just so amazing. I'm just going to say, when I knew Sarah Harvey was for sure A, I always had a feeling that she was on the A team. I always knew she's got to be on the A team. She's been pretty shady. We didn't see her in the dollhouse until basically they were out. So I'm thinking that, I'll tell you the moment I knew for sure she had to be on the A team. When all the liars went into that one little tiny room, A's brain, they all went in, and Emily's just like, hey Sarah, come on. She's like, no, looks a little squishy in there. And then the doors close. That was probably when everybody knew she was A. Or they thought, oh yeah, she was just scared. That's what Marlene King wanted. Yeah, she was on the A team. I know, Cece/Charlotte/Charles is not the only A, and neither is Sarah Harvey. It's just so too crazy. But also, okay, remember when we saw the picture of Sarah Harvey on the internet, I think it was, where she looked really different? And then when we actually see Sarah Harvey, she looks also really different from that picture. I know, it's been a long time. She probably changed in face. But none of the other people in the show changed. They don't look that different. Even in real life, I don't look that different from when I was 5. She looked really, really different, is my point. Maybe it was just that girl was a model and they couldn't get the same girl. But I don't think the girl we're being told is Sarah Harvey. I think that Mona killed Sarah Harvey, thinking she was Allison, and that Bethany Young is Sarah Harvey. Because, let's face it, apparently Sarah was running around town in different costumes. It's impossible that nobody saw her and recognized her, right? I'm just saying, that's my theory. And so, I think I'm going to end off this video here. Comment below what you guys thought about the episode. If you enjoyed this video, I can make more videos like this. So please hit that like button. And if you didn't enjoy or didn't agree with me, please don't dislike. Please don't. Just tell me what you disagreed with, what you didn't like, what you want me to do in future videos. So, bye!